How's it going, YouTube and my future self? Welcome back to the Lab TCG. My name is Will, and today we're going to be talking about the best platform for your Pokemon business, in my opinion. Today we're going to be talking about Amazon FBA, or Amazon as a whole, and why you should be selling Pokemon cards on Amazon. Now, this isn't something that I have seen a lot of other creators touch on. It is kind of a hush-hush topic, I would say. I don't see much about it, and there are tons of sellers that are selling on Amazon, and there isn't enough knowledge out there about it. I want to be able to bridge that gap and help you guys get onto the platform and learn more of the ins and outs about it. This video is not going to be extremely in-depth about the topic, but it's going to give it a brief overview, and then videos in the future and the live Q&A I'm holding in the Discord will go ahead and hop into some of the more nitty-gritty details of the platform. While I have you here, Astral Radiance pre-orders are available on my site, thelabtcg.com. If you want to check them out, that set comes out in May. Anyways, back to the video. So, why Amazon FBA, or Amazon in general? Well, let's start with one thing. Amazon is actually harder to sell on than other platforms. Why is this? It's because they have gated requirements. Not anyone can just hop on Amazon and just start selling Pokemon cards, specifically Pokemon cards. You can hop on Amazon and sell books or other items that are ungated, so to say, which is the terminology they use. Or if you want to sell Pokemon or video games or Legos or something like that, you need to have invoices from authorized distributors that sell those items. Now, before you leave the video, hear me out. Just because you don't have a Pokemon distributor, which I know is a hot topic, doesn't mean you can't sell Pokemon cards on Amazon. The workaround to this is that Amazon wants to see qualified sellers. If you can prove that you can sell something like books, they will ungate you in other categories. Now, there is no perfect number here, and research across various categories show different things, but let's say you don't have a Pokemon distributor and you want to sell on Amazon. What I would recommend is you start selling books, or an item that is not ungated and that you can process a large amount of. It's going to be an investment, but if you do the research on this topic outside of this video, you will find that Amazon will ungate your account in different categories if you are showing success as a seller on their platform. An example of this is I've sold Pokemon cards, and that's what I started with because I had the invoice from a distributor, but by doing that, I was able to get ungated in Nintendo, PlayStation or Sony, and Microsoft. These are all products that I don't have invoices for that are from authorized distributors. I just was able to ungate it because I have a sales history by selling Pokemon cards. So the opposite is true. If you start with books or a different category that's not gated, you can then sell on Amazon. Or sorry, Pokemon cards on Amazon. If you guys don't know, the Amazon.com page has a section at the bottom that says Make Money With Us. And if you go to Sell With Us or Amazon FBA, you will then be able to sign up as a seller on Amazon's website. There is a standard seller account, which is free, and there's also the Amazon Pro Seller, which I would recommend once you start ramping up your volume of sales. The standard Amazon account doesn't have as many features as the Pro Seller account, but it allows you to get your feet wet and start selling items on Amazon, and you can ship them from your house, or you can utilize fulfillment by Amazon. Every single time you sell an item under the free plan, though, it does charge you a $1 fee. So at the point that you're starting to sell 40 items at once, then you switch to the Pro Seller account. The reason I say that is because the Pro Seller account does have a monthly fee of $40. This unlocks a lot more perks, and I would recommend getting into this as soon as you can if Amazon is something that you want to add to your arsenal of selling platforms. Now, fulfillment by Amazon, also known as Amazon FBA, is essentially the process of you being a third-party seller, packaging up all your items at once, sending it in a box to one of Amazon's fulfillment centers. Now, this is an excellent program, not only because you get to access Amazon's client base and their prime customers, but Amazon also handles the customer service and the returns and any damages that occur with your product. Additionally, if you send a ton of product all in at once, you can get discounted shipping rates by using UPS as the provider for shipping. For example, I can ship 50 pounds of bulk to Amazon for $8. Now, that's not the exact math, but it's pretty close. Think about how much that would cost you to use with priority mailboxes and USPS. That's a huge savings. I would estimate that at $20 each flat rate boxes, you're probably looking at about $60. So that allows you to save a ton of money on shipping. Now, the only problem there is that Amazon does have high selling fees. So not every item is going to sell well on Amazon, especially if it's fulfilled by Amazon. You don't have to only do fulfilled by Amazon. You can also just sell items from your home. However, the topic of this video is fulfillment by Amazon. So what's an example of something that I do when I'm selling on fulfilled by Amazon? Well, I will buy bulk, either on my website or from the local area. I will take the bulk, I'll put it into essentially repacks, and then list it on Amazon and sell all of them from the fulfillment centers at Amazon. This is a huge savings because if you think about it, hundreds of units of bulk lots that I don't have to pick, I don't have to pack, and I don't have to ship them from my home. Instead, Amazon and their employees handle all of that work for me. This is excellent because I'm not paying shipping to the customer's house. Amazon is handling that part as well. So if you get your margins right, and Amazon is very clear about all the fees that they have, you can make it so that you are estimating, 100% return, 200% return, or depending on what you're looking for, whatever return you can get. I've tried to sell sealed product on Amazon, and I definitely think you can do it. However, the margins aren't good enough for me to justify not selling it on Shopify. Now, with this section of the video, I'm going to go ahead and hop into some of the items that I sell on Amazon that can get you started with the Pokemon bulk world. So hopping over to Amazon.com, here is one of the products that I sell on Amazon. As you can see, it's a Pokemon assorted cards, 50 pieces. Now, what does that translate to for us Pokemon sellers? It literally means 50 uncommon and common cards. So something that I sell on Amazon is commons and uncommons. Pretty simple. So 50 cards, let's assume you're paying 3 cents for commons and uncommons. Your cost on this is $1.50. Say you need a team bag, and then you also need an Amazon FBA label. So my cost on this unit is probably $1.70 after everything is said and done, it getting shipped. Then it's selling for $6.56. Now, Amazon does have some higher fees. I think the fees and stuff come out to about $3. I haven't ran that math in a while, but this is an extremely profitable item for me, and it's one of the things I sell the most of. Also, uncommons and commons are there's a lot of them when you buy bulk collections, so it's important that you have a way to unload all of them all at once. So what I'll do is I'll buy these bulk collections, I'll go through, sort everything out, and then I'll break down the cards into rarities, and then I can sell those different listings on Amazon. The uncommons and commons go here, the randoms and reverse go here, and EXGXVs all go here, as I'm closing all these pop-ups that just keep occurring. One of the things that's really neat about Amazon is they rotate through all the sellers that are on a listing. So if we look over here, $6.56 might be the price at this current moment, but once the seller sells out, or once the buy box, as it's called, kind of rotates through a different seller, eventually this price will change. And there are tons of sellers on this listing. So if you look right here, this isn't even the lowest price. And all of the items that are Prime marked are the ones that are in Amazon's fulfillment network and can be shipped via Prime. That's where you're going to get high volumes of sales. I've had it where I send in units to the fulfillment centers, they get checked in, and then all of a sudden all of my product sells out instantly within an hour. And this leads to thousands of dollars worth of sales. So this is, in my opinion, this is one of the quickest ways to scale your business in Pokemon. Because this is simply something that you can't do on eBay. You might get that volume of sales, but it takes you forever to go and package each individual item. Where Amazon, you basically package everything once, send it to them for $8, and then they handle the rest. They handle your customer service, they handle your returns, they handle your damages, and then you just sit and collect. Now, Amazon is on a pay schedule that's about 2 weeks, so it does take a little bit of time to get paid, but this is an excellent way to add bulk to your business, and this is the main strategy that I use when buying bulk. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. There are tons of sellers on this listing, and Amazon is extremely competitive. In a lot of ways, it is a race to the bottom. And these prices tend to increase significantly when the holidays come around. So right now, these items are selling for anywhere from $6 to $7, but during the holidays, I've seen this price go up to as much as $10, $12, and that pretty much goes across everything. Additionally, one of the things that makes Amazon unique is it has sales ranks. Now, in all of the descriptions of these products, I know there we go. It tells you the product information, right? ASINs are extremely important because this is essentially how you identify the items that you're selling. But also, there is a best sellers rank. Amazon is extremely devoted to the customer and putting what item is best for them first. And you can see this item is actually ranked number 5 in toys and games. To put it into perspective, sales ranks go into the millions. So this is actually one of the best-selling items on Amazon in toys and games. And that kind of speaks to how I've been able to get so many sales at such a fast pace because of this listing. And if we go up to here to the top and just search Pokemon cards, It's right here, right? It's a bestseller, Amazon's Choice. And these are all sponsored listings, but you have Amazon's Choice and bestseller, and you can look, there's tons of Pokemon card things that you could sell on Amazon if you get ungated in Pokemon. And this applies to a lot of things. You don't just have to sell Pokemon cards. You can add video games to your arsenal, or you can start off with books. But simply put, if we look at this description right here, 50 cards, you just receive a variety. Duplicates may occur. It includes energy cards. So you can create this how you want to. I believe in giving value to the customer, even if I don't have to deal with the customer service and all of that. It's still important, because if you get too many returns or you have too many what are called item defects, Amazon will actually close your account. So in many ways, Amazon is a beautiful platform to sell on, but at the same time, you are kind of at Amazon's discretion in a lot of things, and they can deactivate your account at any time if you basically piss them off. So you need to be very careful when you're selling on this platform and pay a lot of attention to detail, making sure that you're creating quality products and stuff like that. So that's one of the examples of something I sell. I also sell the reverse foil single cards. As you can see, $6.99, say you pay 5 cents reverse, that's $1.25 into a product selling for $6.99 that you don't have to pick, pack, or ship. And then the EXGXV, $9.95. The math is all there. So how do you join this program? Well, this is the Amazon Seller Central. This is not Amazon.com, although it's obviously under Amazon.com. You're going to want to go to sellercentral.amazon.com, and you're going to be greeted with this page. Become an Amazon seller. Sign up now. Now, my webcam is covering it, but right here, it's $39.99 a month plus selling fees. The way I like to think of this is, once you start this, all it takes is you need to just feed the beast. If you continue to ship products into Amazon, it's going to keep selling, and you can just make profits doing that. One of the reasons that if you don't feed the beast, you can't make sales, so it's extremely important that you are continuously sending products into Amazon so that they are getting sold and that your account health is not decreasing. Amazon is an extremely complex platform. There are a lot of moving pieces, and there's a lot to learn that this video cannot cover, because it would be hours worth of content. But I highly recommend you either reach out to me and ask me questions during our live Q&A, or just over email or whatnot, or do some research, go outside of this channel and look at other people selling other things. Chase After the Right Price is an excellent example of someone that makes a full-time income selling video games on Amazon and eBay, and Amazon's one of his main business models. So if this is something that you're interested in, be sure to let me know what type of content you'd like to see around it. We can get into more of the nitty-gritty, or feel free to reach out to me on any of the social media platforms or my email. Do some research. This is a topic that, like I said, expands the scope of this video and really this channel, because there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this platform, and this is why I think it's probably going to be one of the best platforms for your Pokemon business. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, the labtcg.com Astral Radiance pre-orders are now open. We are hosting a live Q&A for 1,000 subscribers in the Discord server. All the necessary links are in the description. And if you want to get any of the supplies that I use for my Pokemon business, that's also in the description. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I hope you have a great night.